This is the Portland Beer Club podcast.
Two in the bottom.
God, this is how I got a nickname.
Only two?
Yeah. Shit's just overhearing part of my conversation.
Let's keep cans over there if we can, because this table just creates noise.
Beefy bottom?
Wow.
Is that what you want?
Huge noises.
7.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Are you going to want any fest beer?
Yeah, I'll try it.
7
Thank you.
beefy bottoms.
Episode 100. 100, you guys. We've done 100 episodes.
Not yet, we haven't.
Nope.
We are.
It's an early call.
Nope.
It could all go downhill, and we could end it before this one ends.
Even if I die right now, we've started 100 episodes.
And you know what? If you do die right now, I'll make sure I'll grab
We
this.
will make sure.
I'll extend the episode
Yep.
another hour and a half with just this first 30 seconds on repeat.
Except nobody
As an
in this
homage.
room other than me knows how to post it.
Yeah, as an homage to you.
You guys, it's awesome. This is our November Thanksgiving show, and no Chad this week. Chad doesn't do the in-person shows.
You tell them that at the end so they stick around.
He'll be here in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't believe you. He's going to show up. You're trying to pull a fast one on us.
I'm telling you guys
okay?
right now, I have a plan where we're going to make this work where we can be here and Chad can be on a big screen right here. So
Yeah.
I'm working on it. But that's technology that I don't have at the moment.
This is he's just
I
pulling
also
a
don't have wall
gigantic,
space for it.
massive barley wine ploy against us where he's lying. He's lying.
Through
Chad will
my
be here any
teeth.
moment. You just keep waiting, everyone.
Lying through
And
my
so will I. I
teeth.
won't say a word until he shows
Oh,
up.
my
That
God.
is tasty.
It's pretty
Hang
good.
on, let me
Yeah.
slam the rest of this so I can try that guy.
It's
Try
not your
the-
style, but it's a good fest beer.
Try the Forlin Fest beer.
All right.
Is that just what it's called? The Munich style
I'll
Fest beer.
start with a small amount just in case.
That's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea.
Sure doesn't
It's
smell
fest
like my
beer.
type of beer.
It's fest beer.
Well, it starts with an L.
Yeah.
It starts-
Lager.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
yeah, that's what I figured.
But, I can respect it.
Understand it. I was going to say appreciate it. I'm like, nope, that's not the right word.
The less it's Sean's thing, the more he respects it, is what I know about Sean. And the things that are really his thing, doesn't give a shit about them. He looks down on all those
I
things.
really respect Britney Spears. I don't like her. What do we want to talk about? What do we want to start with? Should we just go in order? I mean,
No.
no.
Yes.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
They said the word barley wine, Marcus, and this is your category. What makes beer so good? Where we pick a specific style of beer, and it looks like you put Bwiz. I don't know what Bwiz means.
Bewiz.
Bwiz? What is
Bwiz.
Bewiz.
This doesn't have anything to differentiate the B and the W. This looks like Bwiz to my old eyeballs.
It's like a bee whizzing then? Is that what do you...
Yeah, like a bee just whizzing right past your...
Yeah. Or it's
Not
taking
here.
a piss. I'm not
Alright,
sure. It
so-
could be that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
looks like you put.
I think that's a pee whiz.
It's a pee.
It looks like you're going for barley
BP
wine.
whiz?
English barley wines and the American barley wines is what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah, I
All
figured,
right.
Thanksgiving, it's kind of like barley
Oh,
wine
that's a good
season,
one. I
feels
didn't think
like.
about
It's
that.
the start of it, for
Like
sure.
turkeys and, all that
I-
kind of stuff. I feel like barley wine maybe kind of goes with a Thanksgiving.
No, absolutely. Many years in a row, I would take
Mother,
a
right?
barrel-aged, huh?
Mother of all storms,
Usually I
right?
take Mother of all storms from Pelican, and that would be my Thanksgiving dinner beer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good
Because
choice.
it just goes so well with Thanksgiving food. Yeah, good call.
Does it, though?
Oh, it does to me.
Well,
I feel like
we've
big
had this
beers in
discussion-
general
We've
don't
had this
go well with
discussion
food.
before.
Yeah, we have.
Sean, you are a beer with food person, right?
Yes.
Jim, you are.
I guess I'm not.
You're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm not really either. Like I
Really?
don't really. It's just too filling, and like the carbonation, I think, is what bugs me with
Do
it.
I look like the kind of person who's ever bothered by being filled?
In what way? Am I?
No.
How do I answer this politely?
As a big man, Howard.
Carrie!
It looks to me like you like to be filled,
I love being filled.
To the brim.
With beer and food, just to clarify.
and I think like if I am gonna drink something, it'd be like a lighter beer. Like a
Yeah.
barley wine would be tough with dinner. And I know
Yeah.
you do that, and
Yeah.
that's. I don't think I've ever drank anything that heavy as
Yeah.
along with food.
I used to. I can't anymore, though.
Yeah,
Why not?
it's-
I don't know. I don't drink as much anymore, especially heavy stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
it's not
ice
like
cream
I'm
and stuff.
slamming the thing. I mean, it's a
Right.
Oh,
It's over.
sure.
It's over
Yeah.
a 3-hour period.
Are you
Right.
drinking
Right.
anything else with it, like along with dinner, or is it?
Not with Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, well, maybe before we'll have different things, but I mean,
yeah,
it's,
but not
it's generally
during.
just me because nobody in my family really drinks. So,
Yeah.
But like, down in Mexico, you stick with the Mexican light beers, and that's my go-to down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I drink beer with food all the time. Yeah.
I mean, I will too, but I'm not gonna go for something like 8% or higher,
Yeah.
or also that viscous too.
I kind of tend to, like, if we go like to a pub and get food or whatever, I'll drink faster earlier, and then when the food shows up, I usually kind of stop drinking until the food's gone, and then I start drinking again. There's just something it's just weird. It's something I don't even think about it. It just kind of naturally happens.
Just like having the little bit of food particles in your mouth, for me, it just like releases all of that carbonation at once, and it just like I don't know. It's not. I don't like it.
You like to preserve your carbonation.
I guess, yeah. It's all tingly in my mouth. It hurts.
There's more attachment points for that carbonation to expand.
Right, yeah.
When you have food in there. So, yeah.
Well, so what is it you like about barley wines?
So barley wines, let's talk about that real quick. So there's two main styles, right? There's the American style barley wine, and then there's the English style barley wine.
Well, and then there's the barrel aged.
Well, that can be both of those, right?
Right.
So yeah, that I'm just gonna throw on top of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so from style guidelines, there's those two, and the main difference is like American barley wines are usually like they're all pretty beefy beers, right?
Should we open an American barley wine?
Let's drink a barley wine while we're talking about
Mr.
barley
Beef
wines.
just pulled out a 2019 Bigfoot.
Yeah, from Sierra Nevada.
Might still be a little young,
Probably.
but
I shouldn't open it yet. We're still working on some.
no, that's fine. I can kill this.
My glass is empty.
Just gonna say.
I'll get to it in a second once I stop like my little preamble thing here. So the main difference between American barley wines and English barley wines is English barley wines are fermented with a much more fruitier, estery yeast, and usually doesn't attenuate quite as well. And then they're not heavily hopped. They let the malt come through a whole lot more. So the malt profile becomes really dominant. And whereas in the American style barley wine, there's a lot of hops, a lot of IBUs. They're very bitter. The malt comes through, but not quite as much. And they're usually fermented with a more cleaner ale yeast, so you don't get a lot of esters and things like that. So they're kind of like a real big malty IPA almost.
Some of them, yeah.
Definitely. A lot of them are like thinking of those like Bigfoot. Is one of those.
Yeah, it's so bitter.
Hair of the Dogs, Doggy Claws. Like that's think about how long we have to wait to drink one of those to where it's like balanced out.
I've got a 16 or 17 down in my fridge right now.
I've got some that are 10.
I thought about bringing one of them, and I know they're not old enough. They're like 5 or 6 years old.
I think I've got a 2011 or 12. I mean, I've got some that are over 10 years. I think maybe now is a good time.
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed.
Christmas show.
And then as Sean said, you can barrel age any of those too. So that's the main difference between the two barley wines. And they're usually really high alcohol. Like they start maybe at 8%. That's a pretty low ABV barley wine. And then the barrel age variants can get up to the 15, even 20% range. But a normal range is probably like 10 to 12%, something like that, 13%. So yeah.
So there was a day where I loved barley wines. We would go to the barley wine festival at Lucky Lab every year. It didn't matter if they were barrel aged or not. Loved them. And now through my beer journey, I guess we'll call it. Now, if it's not barrel aged, barley wines kind of represent it's like the master of everything I don't like about beer.
Really?
Yeah.
All of them.
The big heavy sweetness, like in this one in particular, kind of get that metallic flavor in the back of your mouth. Yeah, I it's weird because I used to love these things. I still really like barrel aged barley wines.
Okay,
but
so that's the only one you really like.
For me, it's kind of like the way of the stout and the porter, where if they're not barrel aged, I'm just not interested anymore.
Pretty much same here.
Yeah.
So talk about what you're tasting with this Bigfoot that's 4 years old, 5 years old. Is bottled on 12/5/2018.
Yeah, they bottle condition it for a year. Before They,
so this is a 5-year-old barley wine, just straight barley wine, not barrel aged. I was trying to find the ABV on it, but I think it's covered by the price tag, so doesn't matter. I think it's
I'm getting like fruit, like dark fruit in the back of my throat.
Okay.
But again, I'm that metallic flavor, kind of what you get with the Shitz. With Abyss, getting that oxidized flavor. But it's that big, rich sweetness. Like it's like amber beers on steroids.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Well,
That's just me.
I mean, we always talk about how much we love Amber, so I don't get it, Sean.
Amber Heard lover.
See, I don't. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
I typically like the English style, this big sweet boys, versus the ones that have a lot of hop bitterness. Like kind of like with Sean, like the hop bitterness to me just kind of takes away from what I want in a barley wine instead of adding to it.
That's what lingers with this Bigfoot. Is
Yes.
there's just a ton of bitterness.
Yep.
That just sits, and that's 5 years
And that's
old.
that metallic flavor for sure that you're getting.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah. Take that away, and this would be.
I like the front end of
This
it.
would be all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't for a non-barrel aged barley wine. I think this is perfectly fine to sip on for the first half of the experience. It's that second half where the bitterness kicks in, and then that's just all that's
I
left.
just don't want to drink anything the rest of the night.
Yeah, I don't mind the malt. Like this is better to me than an amber style.
Have they ever barrel aged Bigfoot?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, we've had it.
Okay, I just can't remember.
I actually have a bottle of 2015
Ah.
Do you still?
Bigfoot and a big bottle of barrel aged Bigfoot 2015.
Oh, nice.
The big bottle is a 750
It's
or
750.
Yeah, that's what I
yeah.
thought.
Yeah, it's a
That's what I remember.
big boy.
That's what I remember
Yeah.
it looking like. Yeah. Does
I
it
don't-
have the cork and cage on it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that is
Yeah, I
cork and
thought
cage
so.
too. Yeah, that'll be fun with you guys one of these days.
When we
Tonight.
deserve it. When
Here
we
we go.
earned it.
When you deserve it.
Maybe that's his mystery beer.
So if you're saying like if you drink a straight up English barley wine that's not barrel aged, you might be okay with that, or
I could be okay with that if it's. I also like them when they're darker and more roasty, chocolatey, almost borderline stout, versus more like raisin, cherry, bourbon fruit,
That's kind of what I'm getting off this.
which is yeah.
what I like. Yeah, like the color is one time.
Yes.
You know, a lot of times the giveaway for that, right?
Mhm.
This is a much lighter colored barley. Well, I mean it's standard color. It's kind of what diarrhea brown.
Baby
I don't know.
diaper brown.
Yeah.
Like iced tea.
It's a rich iced tea, dark iced tea.
Yeah, dark iced tea.
Not the original gangster.
Yeah.
The beverage.
When
Like
go ahead.
I like a barley wine when you pour it out and it looks like muddy pond water. That's when you know it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mostly get that, I feel, with barrel aged
barrel,
stouts.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, when you see like one of my favorite ones from Block 15 was Hypnosis 2017, whatever it was. One year where they just absolutely crushed
Just
it.
nailed it.
And that thing poured out literally like diarrhea. Like it was just muddy, murky, brown
Yeah.
diarrhea.
Oh.
And I looked at it, I'm
Thought to
like,
myself, yum.
and I thought to myself, this is going to be delicious. And it
Can't
was.
wait to put this in my mouth.
That's right. So yeah, I agree with you guys. It's like I do. My palate's changed over time too. You know, in the big alcohol beers, it's like it's hard for me to really like the American style barley wine anymore. Even though it's been aged for a super long time, the bitterness just overwhelms,
Yeah.
and so it's hard to drink a lot of it.
Are you finding yourself just not liking higher ABV beers anymore?
Generally speaking, I don't drink them nearly as much as I used to.
Okay.
Yeah, same
But
here.
I like them. I like opening them and sharing them. That's when I'm going to drink them
Yeah.
mostly. Like I won't sit anymore at home and drink a 22 of something.
Oh, I still have to sometimes because Carrie's just not into barley wines at all, and so well, I guess I'm drinking this by myself because
Yeah.
I've got a bunch in the fridge. That's probably what dominates my beer fridge right now.
Is barley wines?
barrel aged barley wines. Yeah.
Really?
Smart man.
Well,
Smart
that's 'cause I
man.
drink my stouts so fast. You know,
Yeah. But you should drink the stouts quickly, is what we've learned, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't want to let those sit. So
So like 2.5, 3 years, I think, is kind of what we've come to
yeah.
Yeah.
for stouts.
What do you guys think? Like, if a barley wine, like you don't see, I mean, beyond like pastry barley wines, you don't see adjuncts used with barley wine much. Like, do you think aging things on like dried fruits or even fresh fruit or anything like that would help? Like, I've never seen any brewery do that. Do you think that would be any good?
Maybe some fruit cake.
Fruitcake, yeah. I mean, if you get notes like that, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
barrel aged fruitcake.
I don't think so. I don't think that would
Yeah,
add anything positive. I think you're getting you're getting everything you need from the malt,
yeah, that's true.
pretty much.
Yeah.
All right.
Sean,
I don't know what to say. I've said my word.
said your piece.
Yeah, so what would you say? Okay, so going back, what makes barley wine good then to you, Sean?
barrel aged.
Just that's
It
it.
just has to be
You just want to
barrel-aged,
taste
yeah.
barrel.
Yeah, I want. Yeah, and it can be rum, but mostly bourbon, whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't drink this anymore. And there was a day where I would go to the store and
I
buy
still
a ton of those.
I buy a six-pack every year.
They still sell them in fucking 6-packs.
I know.
And probably more than once during the season, I'd buy a 6-pack. I mean, I just can't do it anymore. And then, yeah.
This beer has not changed from what day one when I first tried this probably 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste any different to me than it did.
Mm-mm.
Like they have not changed the recipe.
No.
What about you, Jim? Then what do you like about barley wines?
I like
you're
the
looking for.
toast or the roast, like a dark caramel, toffee, molasses. Those are flavors I like. I don't like the lighter color.
Yeah.
The lighter colored
You got-
flavors.
You got a example of your favorite barley wines? You'd mention?
Barrel aged Vermilion by who is that? I can't remember if that's Side Project or if that's
No. That was
who's the big one that makes the Praxis?
Oh,
Perennial.
Perennials. That's Perennial. Yeah.
Yeah. Mother of course is great.
Yeah.
Mother.
What was it 2015 Mother? Was that the one?
That
the
was
bourbon
14.
Twix bar. 14 was the bourbon
Was
Twix bar.
peak. Yeah.
I would also throw Arctic Devil
Yeah.
from what do you call it?
Midnight Sun.
Midnight Sun Brewing up in Alaska. That's a pretty. I've still got 2 or 3 of
Yeah.
those.
See, that's
Probably
a
2015.
that's a little too bitter for me.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
or at least fresh.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if I've had
Deal
any
with the
super old
Devil?
ones. Oh, that's another good one.
God, does that even count? That's its own beer?
Did you know that that's an American style barley wine? That's classified as an American style barley wine, not in English,
Wow,
which is amazing to me.
that is a heavy mofo.
Ugh,
Oh yeah.
wow.
That's
But if you're going just off a flavor, you can't call that an American barley wine. But maybe if you go by the amount of hops that are in it,
probably
yeah.
just
But
the
there's
literal.
so
yeah.
much fucking residual sugar in that thing.
Yeah, yeah. The I was looking this up, and the number one rated on all of Untapped, out of every beer that's ever been checked into, is a barley wine.
Which one?
It's Side Project's MJK from 2021. Has a 4.77, and it was barrel aged. It was put into three different barley wines blended together. 2 were twice barrel aged, and the third was triple barrel aged, and then the whole blend was barrel aged again on top of it.
That
It
sounds
was
like Side Project.
$5,000 for a sip.
Right? How many check-ins are there? 4.
2,200.
Okay.
So it was pretty widely
Yeah,
available.
I'm sure they all had 8 ounce of it and enjoyed
Yeah,
it
this
and
was
didn't
it.
just chug 3 ounces
Yeah, right.
or see the bottle, take a picture, and
Probably
check in.
that, yeah.
Jeez.
So, yeah, anyways.
Sounds delicious. All right, well, let's move away from
Time
our
for a mystery beer.
bar.
Right?
Oh, who wants to start that? Mine's gonna be.
I shouldn't.
Mine's gonna be dark.
Mine's
I will start it.
up there, too.
Okay. While you're doing that, little news here. Mark your calendars. The next Brews for New Avenues is scheduled for August 24th, 2024. You know how to look up their website. It's a thing called Google. If you want more information on that big event, that's a fun one. We highly endorse it. Our friend James, who runs that, always brings in lots of money for a good cause. The next Festival of the Dark Arts is coming February 17th. Tickets are on
coming.
sale. Probably just after the release of this show, the 24th, Black Friday, tickets go on sale. Anybody planning to go to that this year? We didn't go last year. It was our first year back. And
How quickly does it sell out now? Like in 5 minutes?
fast,
Yeah.
really fast. So if you want to go, you better just be ready when tickets go on sale because they go quick. I will probably not be going because we've bought too many concert tickets for next year already.
Well, but this isn't a concert, so it's fine.
Right,
it doesn't come
yeah.
out of that budget.
Yeah, different
Different
We
budget.
call
different
it-
bucket.
We
Yep.
call it our entertainment budget. So, yeah. So we will not be going.
Oh,
Sounds
when
like a
I
no
drink
then.
with you, do I amuse you? Is that it?
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
drinking Beef's mystery beer here. Is this the barrel aged Bigfoot?
I was gonna say this color might give the style away.
It smells better than the Bigfoot.
Tastes better than it too.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Again, getting that same dark fruit, stone fruit, whatever you call that, dates or something.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, almost
Tobacco.
like maple syrup. I'm getting
Yeah.
a little tobacco-y leather.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like man soap.
Like that reminds
Man
me.
soap?
This morning on my way to work, I saw a guy at 6:30 in the morning, halfway through a cigar on his way to work,
God.
and I was like,
Are you sure he wasn't coming home from work?
probably not.
Okay.
I
don't know.
I forget what the truck is, but it was some sort of like he has to go to people's houses, like some sort of maintenance worker. Or whatever.
Oh, okay.
For me, any
I'm
time
just
of day
like-
that makes me nauseous.
Right? Oh, just
Seeing
like
a guy
way to
smoke a
ruin your
cigar?
fucking
All right.
Friday at 6:30 in the morning. God.
Ugh.
Do you do cigars ever?
Pretty much no anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like maybe one a year. It's not my jam.
Yeah.
You?
No, I haven't. I mean, I used to do like the same thing, like maybe one a year, like for a while, but it's just, again, not my thing. Didn't get into
ever in my life, ever.
Yeah.
If I had smoked anything.
Yeah. I just hated the residue. Like, it stuck around your mouth for like at
Days.
least- yeah, at least a couple days.
Overnight for sure.
Oh, easy. You just smell it all the time. It's like, it just didn't do it
what's
for
the
me.
Great Notion, their big maple leaf syrup.
Oh,
yeah,
double stack?
Double stack,
And you
yeah.
taste that for 3 days after you drink
Oh,
it.
yeah, if you- Yeah, don't spill any, like, like on a blanket or something. You smell it for 3 weeks
Yeah,
afterwards unless
yeah.
you wash it.
Oh, and the ants. Oh, the ants.
Your aunt loves double stack too?
Yeah, she does.
Wow, nice. Mine too.
It's the maple.
I don't
You're
know if
chugging that. Do you like it?
Yeah, I do, and I don't know if I have
You
a
do
good
like
guess on this, other than I would maybe stick with my original guess. This is the barrel-aged Bigfoot, because I could see you being sneaky like that.
I would, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
It's not barrel aged Bigfoot. There's not enough bitterness.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
barrel aged, there's not enough.
What if it's a newer year?
It would have to be an older year.
Getting some marshmallow at the end too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sweetens up on the end. This is nice. I am very surprised.
You're
Really?
surprised that I'm not getting it?
No, I'm surprised that it
Oh.
tastes this good.
Okay.
Oh, so it's
Unless
Bourbon County.
unless I grabbed the wrong bottle.
Oh, speaking of Bourbon County, that was a good barley wine back in the day,
Mm,
2014 and prior.
King Henry and the big boy.
King
yeah.
Henry. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if
Yeah,
I ever
yeah.
had that.
I haven't had King Henry, but you had their barley wine back in the day, and it was good.
Did I?
Oh yeah,
God.
we bought it
Like
several times.
like a maroon and gold
Have
label.
I had beer.
Yeah. Who are you people?
Why are you talking into my thingy talk sticks?
Take me back to my cage. What? I just want to be filled.
Let me remember.
There it is. Ah, nice.
Oh my god. Do you have any guesses on this, Marcus?
I think it's a barrel aged barley wine. Is my guess. I'll go with. I don't know. Ferment's barley wine.
Oh, I
Barrel
know
aged
they
barley
made
wine.
one.
Never had it. I mean, I think I have had it actually, but it's pretty good.
God,
I'd give us like a 4.25. It's
I'm
pretty
trying
good.
to-
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
It's not amazing, but it's pretty good.
I'm trying to think.
It's easily
back
a
to
4.
my barley wine muscle memory, and what did I drink that I liked back in the day?
It is local. I'll say that.
Okay.
It is Portland. I'll say. I'll even say that.
Oh well, then I'm wrong. So okay, break side. One of their barley wine things that they came out
Okay,
with.
one of their life series.
No, but they didn't do barrel age, so it's not that.
God damn.
Doggy Claws 2002.
There's
No.
too much fermentation.
The
Yeah,
beer
right.
the beer was mentioned on this show earlier
Today. Oh.
You think I can remember that far back?
You think I can remember?
Now
You
you're
think I
just
listen to
playing
this
with my old
show?
brain.
You think I listen to this show?
God dang it. Well, that really makes me mad.
Does it?
That I'm sticking with Bigfoot because we talked
It's
about
not
that.
Bigfoot.
Local Portland.
Yeah, Sierra
yeah,
Nevada
sorry.
is local.
Does this give it away?
Oh, you son of a bitch. Gigantic.
It's another
It's a massive.
We talked about
Oh,
this?
you're not so good at that when you don't know the bottle,
Oh,
do
we
you?
talked about this on another show. I thought you meant this show.
No, this beer was brought up on
Today?
this show. Yeah,
Tonight.
I
we
brought
were-
it up,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
at the
shit,
very beginning.
I missed it. Okay.
and I believe that this is the mezcal barrel aged.
Oh,
Okay.
I ripped off the tags.
I
that
just
had
saw
the
gigantic-
2019.
Yeah.
I don't get mezcal off of it,
No,
but
like,
I don't get like the caramel and like the bourbon,
The
and, like
typical
vanilla.
bourbon,
Like I don't
right.
get vanilla. I get marshmallow, but that's not the same as vanilla to me.
I just saw that Gigantic has a collab coming out with Great Notion.
yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
IPA.
In-
This
okay.
this was aged in Scotch, mezcal, port, cognac, rye, and maple syrup barrels.
Everything.
They did a version in each of those
In
barrels.
each of those, yeah.
Oh, they just used the same label for each
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, this one
It's
was
usually up
this
on
one was
the
mezcal.
cap label where it tells you what
I
it is.
I ripped it off so
Gotcha.
no one could.
Okay.
Yeah, after 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, mezcal. I figured that this was going to be the worst fucking one.
It's not bad.
No, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, haha, jokes
I
on
usually
them.
stay away from mezcal barrel aged things.
Right? Yeah, me too.
Why is that?
Not really getting the smoke off of the mezcal.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's 4 years old,
Yeah.
so it's probably died off.
Yeah.
Nice.
Huh. Good job, man.
Woohoo! Just hold on to beer for 4 years and it'll be good. Remember that, guys.
At a minimum.
So this isn't like
Still got another 2 years on that vortex then.
That's right.
this isn't groundbreaking at this point, but we didn't
Same
talk about
here.
it on the last show because we didn't know on the last show. Looks like Lazy Days is the people who are buying Ex Novo, taking it over. I don't know what to think about that. Has anybody had a Lazy Days beer in this room?
I get them confused with
let me
away
let me
days.
let me
Yeah,
just
so-
comment. Let me comment with this.
It works out.
and they're gonna brew their
So it's going to be called Lazy Days.
Wait, we talked about this?
I swear to God, I've heard of that place before.
Thank you, episode 98.
So we've already talked about this.
That's what I said in the text thread.
Oh my god.
I gave you the timestamp in the show when we talked about
I wasn't
Wait,
sure about that.
Was I drunk when you did that?
Probably.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it on the show?
Then
Was
we
it
were
the second
groundbreaking
half of the
last
show?
month.
2 months ago.
2 months ago?
That was episode 98.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
Are you
it was.
Oh my god.
That was the one that
I'm
Chadwick
the
was
worst
on.
it broke.
producer ever.
But we've got new insight. Breaking. No, we don't.
Well, I might just cut that out.
Nope. Nope. Leave it in.
Well, for people who didn't listen to episode 98 and don't read anything on the internet.
Why would anyone listen to 98? That show was crap.
Good year though.
Oh my god.
Very good year.
Okay.
Chad went to, by the way, Ex Novo's final
I saw
seller
that.
sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He posted a big
He got a
lineup.
whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So if he was here, he might have brought some to share it. But he's going to be here soon, right?
We don't know.
That's right. We don't know.
We don't know. Chad
Anytime
Probably.
he could show up.
He'll probably
he could come
show
walk
up.
through that door right now. We wouldn't.
We
know.
might. Yeah. We wouldn't know. We'd have no
I
idea.
have no idea he's here. Who's that guy sitting?
We'd
in
say,
the
"Get
chair?"
out, guy! I don't know."
Well, okay. Did we already talk about Ecliptic?
Episode 23 back in 2017.
John's had it on the market for
Yeah.
a while.
We predicted this.
So
After going there once?
but
Oh, no.
it's
Too
confusing because
soon.
Ecliptic sold their building and their business, but John's still brewing Ecliptic beer and is going to sell Ecliptic beer, just not.
Yeah.
You just can't go to his brewery, and sit down and drink his beer.
Yeah, they're shutting down. Well, I think they're shutting down. Well, they're shutting down the restaurant, and they're shutting down the other place too. That was the old
Right.
base camp or whatever.
Right.
I forget what they called that tap room
Yeah, I
and
don't know.
restaurant. But anyways, so you won't be able to go and buy Ecliptic beer at the brewery.
Right.
But I guess they're going to still make
And
beer.
distribute it.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So people
Yep,
who like
that's what it sounds
Ecliptic
like.
beer, you still can get.
You got to
the
go to
beer.
a grocery store now.
Yep. Or a beer store, beer shop.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know who they distribute through. This
Yeah.
group is kind of interesting. They're like it's an Ninkasi, an Ecliptic, and then a whole bunch of other beverages
Okay.
like seltzers and ciders and other stuff that are not even local. They're down in California. So it sounds like this company's trying to become the next big like I don't know, entity that owns like Corona and all that. Those
Canarchy.
guys. Yeah, even bigger than that. But
Yeah.
yeah, they want to become their own huge entity that does it all.
All types of alcohol, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, shit.
But yeah, that sucks. I mean,
does.
that dude's a pioneer, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Widmer McMinimans? Is that
I
his?
think he started McMinimans or one of the two, yeah, and then
Yeah.
Widmer, and then obviously Deschutes.
Yeah. Oh, Deschutes. That was the one I was thinking.
He
Okay.
invented Black Butte Porter, right?
And
Legend.
And
Legend.
Yeah.
Mirror Pond, I believe, too.
Probably, yeah. A bunch of those early beers.
Yeah.
Never really got into Ecliptic myself.
Well, because he still
but-
kind of brews the same kind of beer.
It's not the kind of style
Yeah.
of beer that I'm into.
He's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had. I'm not saying because I haven't tried Ecliptic in a long time, but he didn't really. He wasn't one of those guys that followed things that were changing and
Follow
the
trends.
evolution of beer and trends, and
Yeah.
he kind of just kept brewing old school beer. But people
that
love
was
it,
that
so-
was what he definitely brewed when we first started because we drank a bunch of it early on and
Yeah.
it just didn't
Yeah.
kind of sit with me. So
Yeah. I went there once and I was like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
not coming back here.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. That doesn't mean anything.
No. He obviously did
He did
well for
very
a
well.
long time.
Yeah, he
and-
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and it'll continue
And-
on, and hopefully he
Mhm.
has success with that new model.
Yeah.
You know,
And had had COVID not happened,
Just gonna yep.
maybe things would be different.
that changed so many
Everything.
I
things.
mean, a lot
Yeah.
of places have shut down
Yeah.
and changed, but I always had the question because I followed this. I followed a thread on Facebook about every time a restaurant closed in Portland, it's like, look, another one and another one. I'm like, but the reality is restaurants are closing all the time before COVID. I mean, the lifespan of a restaurant's rather short.
It's a tough business.
Unless
yeah.
unless you're like just you stand out and you last, which is like with anything. And so, I mean, you just
Few and far between.
yes. And I was like, well, were we tracking how many restaurants were closing before COVID? Because I don't
Right.
know, I don't know how different the numbers were. I'm sure it was more, and it was definitely more devastating because I think it was happening faster than normal. But, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything really. I've learned this as I got older. I just don't know a damn thing. So now it's just coming to the accepting of that knowledge. So
I saw like Nikazi even closed down their restaurants too. Like restaurants are just having a really hard go of it because costs are so crazy. It's not on our
Right.
list. I just saw it as part of this.
yeah, well, yeah, but then who's the people? Aren't what? I thought this was on our thing. The group that owns Ninkasi just bought somebody. Is that
Well, that's Ecliptic.
that's the Ecliptic thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they want to buy more things. Apparently.
We're buying more things.
We want all the things.
Don't we all?
Marcus
I mean,
is
it's
jumping to his mystery beer.
Yeah, let's move on.
Because I got to chug this bad boy.
I feel like I used to know that bottle style.
You
With
mean
the-
the 500?
Well, with the is it?
I think
then,
so.
Then
Is
I
that an
don't.
older Freem? No.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
Well, you'll be saying in a minute. Oh, that's
It's
dark.
gonna be good.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
old
here-
and crappy.
Here's a question, Marcus. Have you bought?
It
did
may
you
have
pur-
been in my cellar for
did
10
you-
years.
I was just gonna say, did you purchase this beer in the last year, or is this something that you're trying to get rid of out of your old cellar?
Yep. I definitely did that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a minute. I'll just tell you. I purchased this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Smell some bourbon.
Yeah. I've had this. I think.
Have you?
I think
Yeah, this tastes familiar.
it's got to be some goddamn Jester King none of us have ever seen. He always pulls that shit.
This
on
is
us.
This would be a very odd Jester King.
Would you describe this as a Jester King type beer?
I'm just
No.
using that as an example.
It's like
I haven't been to Jester King
It's
this year.
from Three Juggalos.
I can tell you that much. But I have been to Belgium.
3 Juggalos.
out of Florida.
Did we just rename this podcast?
The Three Juggalos.
Uh,
We're the
some,
three best Juggalos anybody could have.
The 3 beefy juggalos.
well, maybe 2 of us.
And a Chad.
And a Chad.
So I'm gonna say this is stout,
Okay.
barrel aged stout.
All right.
This is almost like, almost getting like a cola flavor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For Dr Pepper.
Oh, it's a barrel aged Dr. Pepper.
Wait.
From my
Dr.
cellar.
Pepper isn't barrel aged? That's not one of the 30 flavors in there? Barrel?
Not this barrel.
I'm thinking this might be Whiz.
Whiz.
B-Whiz.
God damn it! What is Whiz?
Wine. Barley wine. B-Whiz.
So you're going back to okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, Marcus did put that as our topic for style beer style today. So yeah.
I would never do that, Sean. I
No.
would never follow a theme. You kidding me? I hate themes.
I hate themes. Star
Yeah,
Wars
it's just
should have been
not-
silent
It's not roasty enough
for a stout.
for a stout to
Really?
me. Yeah. I mean, I guess I've had stouts like this
Pastry?
before.
What about
Yeah,
a barrel-aged
it could be
porter?
it could be that. It could be that. It's so smooth though. That's the one thing for sure.
Block 15.
Yeah, it is.
Hypnosis.
Look into that bottle. Block 15.
That is not.
Figgy pudding.
That is not a 16 ounce.
I should
bottle,
hide the
is it?
bottle from you so you can't just sit there and look at it. That doesn't help.
I
does it?
did notice that you guys made sure to not look at the bottle. So look
Yeah,
at mine.
I probably should have done this, but now
Yeah.
you've seen it. So it doesn't
Figgy
matter.
pudding.
Clink,
Does it help to tell you that Block 15 changed their bottles this year?
You son of a bitch. You did
Well,
it
you
again.
know what, Shitz, you might be right then. It might be figgy, but I haven't had that enough
No.
to know because I like the one or two times I've had it, I'm like,
So you guys
Meh.
think it's barrel aged?
Is figgy
Yeah.
barrel aged?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going with figgy pudding.
Brandy barrels.
Okay. I'm going with figgy pudding. That's my guess.
Okay.
I'll go Hypnosis.
All right.
Yeah. Good one. You're
It's
both wrong.
not going to be Block 15.
You guys, I'm sticking to my theme like I always do.
barley wine.
It is a barley wine,
Woohoo.
and is not one that I believe. I know Sean probably hasn't had it, and you probably haven't. You probably haven't had this year's.
Mm.
This is Bottle Logic's
Oh.
Psychokinetic Energy, English style barley wine aged in bourbon
Wait a
barrels.
Oh, snap. I have not had this.
You guys talk for a minute. I got to see if I've had that or not.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
It is smooth as
Yeah.
AF, that's for sure.
What is
yeah.
it again?
Psycho Bottle Logic Psychokinetic Energy.
This is 13.3%
Yep.
on the viscometer.
I have not had this.
I-
Okay.
It's about a 6.5 out of 10.
It's new. It's 2023.
On the viscometer.
Yeah, on the viscometer,
I think, what is the ABV? I think it's up there.
13.33.
Oh, it is 13.33. Okay.
That's good. I like it.
That's good, yeah.
Toffee, raisin, and tobacco.
I think, I don't get a whole lot of raisin.
Yeah, no, me either.
Tobacco, I get tobacco.
I can taste raisin in
It's
that.
No, you
bourbon
can't. I said you can't and you
Quit
can't.
telling me what I can taste.
bourbon soaked adjunct free medium. I
I'll
like
tell
how
you
they
what you
have
can
to.
taste, big boy.
I like how they have to say on there it's adjunct free because we know what they do.
I know, right? You never used to have to do
Right.
that.
Well, Bottle Logic specifically, I feel like
That's
would have
fair.
to do that
That's
with
fair.
their with
You
their
should
what is it,
anticipate
stasis,
that it
stasis
is.
theory. Is that right?
Psychokinetic energy. Oh, yeah.
So before we do,
This is delicious, and
Yeah,
the more
this
it
is
warms up, I think
really
the better
good.
it's going to get. So yeah, it's
Wow, we really did follow a theme.
but it is like the color though. You guys were like saying it's dark. It's that B-Wiz color that you like, right?
Mm-hmm. Borderline stout.
Yeah,
but
borderline-
like when
but
you
that's
get,
even it's not as dark like when you get low in the glass.
I was just gonna say as I'm getting low in the glasses, you can.
but you get a few
start to
ounces
see
in
around
it.
the
Yeah,
corner.
it's
Yeah,
pretty good.
You can
So-
see the amberness in it.
I hate it when I'm wrong.
Do you?
No,
I hate it.
because I usually am. So
Yeah.
unless I've had a sneak peek at Jim's
Now,
bottle.
what would you pay for that bottle?
Not $33.
Well, I didn't pay 33, thankfully. I only paid 29.
Where'd you get that at?
Main brew
Ah.
or ABV.
Yeah, yeah,
Speaking of ABV, by the way,
yeah.
did you know they have an axe throwing
Yes.
area now?
The back area.
Yeah, I hadn't
Coolers?
seen that before.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they opened that about 2 months ago. I think.
Okay, yeah, I haven't gone to get ingredients in a while. I went there today to get ingredients, and then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll check out beers just in case there's something for the show, and then that was there, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm doing barley wine anyways, so
So you throw some axes with Kevin?
yeah. I was thinking though, okay, so let's talk about. Oh, we're gonna actually talk about tap rooms and things. Oh, so I'll wait for that. But axe throwing in a tap room, let's save that for later, shall
just
we?
opened-
Maybe we'll
Hey,
discuss this with Chad
There's
a
a
bit
brand
later.
new axe throwing bar on Main Street in downtown Hillsborough.
I know, yeah.
So,
Did you guys see that DeGard is
But
going
that's
to
an
have
axe
live
throwing-
music on Fridays now?
oh boy, this is gonna.
Are they
This is gonna buy into our topic.
bluegrass and bluegrass?
Wait,
that
did that
adds into it
topic-
as well.
Did that? Oh, is it? I didn't.
Yeah.
I missed that.
No, well, only personally.
Because
Oh.
we talked about live music in bar or breweries
Right.
last time, and we have what turns you off at a tap house coming
Yeah.
up. So
So that's why I was like,
How is it
let's save that
tap house
discussion
in
for
a
later.
brewery? Anyway.
Let's save that for when Chad shows up, shall we?
Yeah, yeah. Good point.
I'm gonna open up a sticky hands to kind of cleanse the palate before
Okay.
we.
Do you think Carrie would like that, or
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
make
yeah.
sure we save some for her. So, I mean, we're good.
She'll
We've got
appreciate
plenty.
the thought.
Yes, she will. If she doesn't, then she ain't getting none.
If you get some hops on your palate before we move on.
Is that the limited edition?
That's the That's the Thanksgiving. It's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's really.
That
fucking
was really good.
Yeah, that was really
Turkey's
good.
Pick sticky hands.
Yeah, that was really delicious, and it's still on the shelves. I saw it there today.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the logo is cool too.
Yeah.
Like the hop turkey logo.
Hop turkey. I'd buy that shirt.
Yeah.
I
yes.
would buy that shirt.
Yes.
Block
That is a
15.
good
Block
one.
15 if you're
Here.
listening.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's a great shirt.
I would buy that shirt.
I would buy 3 of that shirt.
Just 3XL
I-
tall, please.
I'd buy that underwear with a turkey with 2 hands and a hop on my nuts. That'd be great. Just cradling them
great.
with a turkey penis.
Got
I
your
mean, come
turkey
on,
and giblets.
it's great.
Turkey and giblets.
That's right.
Oh,
Well
man.
done. Well done.
Walk downstairs on Thanksgiving and gobble gobble.
So
if
here's
you know
a
what I
little
mean.
fraud alert for all you people. The original Holiday Ale
alert.
Festival is
Gobble,
not
gobble.
coming back for 2023. There's another holiday festival that's going to be happening. It looks like in the same spot. It kind of looks exactly the same, but it's
But it's
not.
not. It's the Winter Brew Fest.
Portland Holiday Brew Fest.
Yeah. As opposed to the Holiday Ale Festival put on by Preston for years and years and years, which has been on hold since COVID. But it looked a little deceptive to me. And I saw those ads for. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not the same thing. Something is off here.
So-
and then Preston, well, at least the Holiday Ale Festival social media people put out an announcement saying, "This is not us. We're not doing this. Don't be fooled. We will be coming back, but it's not this year." So somebody.
Are there comments on that post anymore? Do you see any?
Oh,
Because there were this afternoon, but I think they still there?
That they turned off comments.
Yeah, they may
I
have.
just closed the post.
Okay.
No, view all 12 comments.
Okay, there you go.
All 12.
So basically, it's them getting just getting slammed.
Really?
You know, there's comments like saying, "Oh, well, you're just fear mongering. Stop watching Fox News. Portland is safe," and blah blah blah. And you know what? Come down to I'm going to be going to the Portland Holiday Brew Fest instead and give them my money and things like that. And there's just a bunch of those.
Yeah, it's either Portland
getting
sucks
flamed.
or you guys suck for saying Portland sucks.
Yeah. They're like,
That's
Portland
I mean,
is thriving, and so will the Portland Holiday Brew Fest,
Yeah.
where I'm going to be on blah blah. It's like,
Well,
oh my
like,
god.
You know, I kinda,
Thanks for letting me know to follow and support the PDX Holiday Brew Fest.
See, there you go. There's one of the comments right there.
God,
Word
what
for
an
word.
asshole.
I know, right?
I'm, again, not telling people what to do or what to think.
No,
or what
go
to like.
if you want to go
Go
down.
down there, drink beer, and have fun.
Yeah, if
I'm
you
sure
wanna
it'll
go-
be fun, but
Will it?
it's just not the Holiday Ale Festival.
Let me tell you
Be
what
aware.
some of the tap list is. There's 25
no.
beers, okay?
Rainier,
So there's going to be
Miller Low Life.
Delirium Noel. You ever had that before?
Okay.
Yeah, you can find it on a shelf anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
oh my!
it's going to be like a lot of beer festivals where nothing is unique.
Nothing's unique. Yeah.
My laptop just died on me.
Oh no.
So oh well.
I don't know.
Perfect
It's
timing.
basically that though. There's there was Fa La 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 La, I think, is also from
Falafel.
from Double Mountain
Yeah.
is there, and it's all winter ales that are available
On the
readily
shelf.
available at Safeway,
Yep.
any
But
Safeway
you
in
know
the greater
what?
Portland
You
area.
know what? I'd say
And I'm like-
probably half the beer festivals are like that.
But I'm like,
so-
fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's nothing, like you just said, it's nothing like the Holiday Ale Festival where you're
Preston
getting.
always did a good job.
Oh,
of
he did an
cultivating
amazing job.
individual unique
Yes.
beers
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
some of the check-ins that I saw
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, and he's saying he's coming back, and you know,
He says next year he's
and
trying.
Part of the issue, you know, when you see things not coming back, you think, oh, COVID. No, he's talking about all the issues in Portland right now, and that particular area
It's tough.
It's a rough
Yeah.
area right now. So
That's why, like, when I saw the comments on his Instagram post about delaying it till next year, because there's uncertainties about downtown, right? I see. If you go downtown, they're just there.
it's
it is.
not that safe
And
right now.
and he's like, I just can't guarantee, and I don't know that it's gonna, end up paying for itself, and can't lose a lot of money on this, etc. He's like, hopefully next year is going to be okay. And then all the comments are basically, I think, people who are trying to support this new ale festival,
probably the guy
holiday
running this
festival,
new one.
and just different accounts. A whole bunch of the accounts are marked private, so you can't see who they are really.
Yeah.
And they're commenting on, and all they're saying is, "Oh, well, I'm going to this beer festival instead." Well, me too. I'm going to this one too. You fearmonger. I'm going to this. It's
So I
like, oh
wonder
my god.
if Preston. So if this place is taking over that location, can Preston get that location back, or is he gonna have to find a new spot to go to if he is gonna come back?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It probably
who
depends
knows?
on how successful this one is.
Yeah, true,
Good point.
true.
This winter. I mean, I'm gonna go with you, Sean. Right?
Yo,
Get some
we'll not be there.
follow.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. So again, if you don't care and you want to go do something social, go have fun, knock yourselves out.
Yeah.
We won't be there.
So you're safe
Yeah.
from us.
So we mentioned Great Notions Double Stack IPA. Our next topic
Double stack
is,
IPA.
Or not IPA. God damn, it's already kicking in. The man is burning. The man is burning.
Fresh Hop Creek.
They're double.
Those are
stack
good.
stout.
Did you know that?
I did hear that.
Beers you can identify by their nose, just the nose. You know what you're drinking. And double stack for me would rule that whole question.
That's
God, you
easy.
can smell that from 5 feet away before it even gets to your nose. So what are some other beers that you guys can spot before you drink them? Poopy Porter.
Poopy Porter. Gosh, I got to think about that. Glue Creek.
Ah, yes. Good one.
You would know that beer
Yep.
immediately.
Glue Creek is amazing.
You don't even have to smell it. You can just touch the glass.
You didn't say it could only.
hot beer I've ever had.
We did say it was smell only, but
The Fray by DeGard. Their fresh hop.
yeah,
Okay.
Smells like a delicious foot.
that's
Delicious, stinky, cheesy foot.
that's
Something
true.
my dad would have enjoyed.
That's true. I'm not going to say a specific beer, but a specific style. I feel like lambic is a specific smell, and so I mean like
It was
Belgian.
hard to get that.
Yeah, it has to be from
So you
Belgium.
could smell the style before you drank it.
I could
You know-
smell like if I had,
you
smelled
know
it,
that
if
type
I
of beer
smelled
by
an
smell.
actual real goose, it'd be like, oh, I know that this is a lambic of some sort.
Yeah,
Belgian
you can't get
lambic.
that musty smell
Yeah.
any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's another one.
I would say just about any Belgian beer. I'd be like, nope, I'm not going to drink this.
Well,
Before I hit my nose.
yeah, all those esters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what else?
But a specific beer.
But like an actual like
Yeah.
named beer.
Yeah. You got any?
This is
other?
a hard one.
There may not be an answer to this. When the double stack just kills me every time,
Mm-hmm.
and you smell it for days. It doesn't go away. I get it on my beard and my mustache, and it's like
You get it on your fingers? It's worse than a fucking cigar.
The original, and probably it's gotten a lot better again in the last couple of years, but the original Juice Jr. was just like mosaic orange juice.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I've ever had another beer that tasted
Yeah.
exactly like that, except for maybe one I've made. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, that beer in particular, like I have that beer flavor burned in my brain as to what it was the first couple of years we had it.
Yeah.
It was like that was my favorite beer for a number of years.
That was fantastic. Yeah.
So that one would be close. Like if I had the OG, Juice Junior, that would
Is
get
it
me.
different now? Has it changed?
It used to be. It got malty for a while, but I think it's gotten better recently.
Was that when they first started canning it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or when they moved to the big big facility.
yeah.
When Great Notion started
Scaling
canning,
issues.
all their beers to me changed, and now they're starting to come back.
They dialed them in better.
yeah,
Yeah.
for canning purposes.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, that was when they moved to their big facility,
Yeah.
and they, had to figure out how to do recipe. Probably canning process too. All that
Yeah.
adds a lot. So
yeah.
yeah. Gosh, what else? Doggy claws. If I had that, I bet you I could
Yeah.
identify it.
Yeah.
Not in a good way, maybe, but I feel like I could probably nail it. But that Bigfoot's close.
Right,
gonna go
that's the thing. Is it like compared to other like old big American barley wines like that? I don't think it would stand
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Enough.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
But I also
and
haven't
say
had
carbonation,
it.
I would
also, well, yeah, there you go.
I haven't had it in a long time. But back in the day, I would bet you that I could identify Berserker from Midnight Sun.
Oh yeah.
Before I drank it.
Yeah.
That's the smoked one.
No.
No. Berserker was just a big, hearty barrel-aged stout that was one of my favorite beers of all time. But I have the last one I had. I don't know if it just aged too much, but it wasn't quite. Didn't have the oomph it used to with me. But that beer was fantastic, and you can't get it down here anymore. So
Wolf Spider. Do you think you'd because you mentioned that part? Like, do you think you would recognize that beer?
That is
We've had
pretty,
it once though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because it just tastes like a Scotch barrel.
Yeah.
Just so
it was a
smoky and peaty.
Yeah. That's some
Hey,
roasty
clean
notes,
your
but yeah.
palates with some of that sticky, because what I got.
You got
coming
another
up-
something coming?
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
you're gonna need your palate washed.
Cleansed.
Yep.
Cleanse
using
thyself.
sticky hands as a palate to clean
Get baptized.
using one of the best.
Be
double
born
IPAs ever
anew,
made
taste
as a
buds.
palate
Be born
cleanser.
anew.
Baptized in filth.
Baptized in unfiltered double IPA.
Unfiltered.
Thank you very much.
So we got in the local Hillsborough, Washington County area, we got some really bad news this week that that Aranco Tap House, our buddy Obed who runs that place, they're closing down, and it sounds like it wasn't any of their fault. It sounds like it's a landlord issue. that's gone awry. So that really, really, really sucks. That was a great place. Dirk and his wife Tammy opened that place, 10 years ago?
Over 10 years ago.
Yeah,
And
that's what the post
It's
said.
been a staple in this
And our buddy
community.
Obed's been managing it for
years.
5, 6 years,
7 years.
seven,
Doing a
yeah.
great
Yeah, something like
job at
that.
running it.
Oh, yeah.
Old
That
listeners
place
to this
is
show would know
Best
Obed,
tap
'cause
list in
yeah.
Hillsboro.
So I saw.
Probably, yeah.
I'm still part of the
Sorry,
Facebook
Lynn.
group with the beer nerds that he's in, and
Oh,
they talked about it a little bit. So I got a little insider information. But yeah, he's like
Care to
this.
share with us?
He's nope, and that's it. On to the next topic.
We don't talk about news on this show. Only opinions.
He just said that they were actually really caught off guard by it, that they thought that they would just renew, re-up, no
Yeah.
problem, but that the price for land and there is just
It's getting
skyrocketed.
stupid.
And the landlord wants more money out of the place. He's like, we've never missed a payment ever once,
Right.
even during the COVID years when it was tough. Like we made we've been a perfect tenant for them.
Yeah.
He's like, and this is just a complete shock that
And they've
this has
got a
happened.
built-in audience right there because there's so
Oh,
many
man.
condos, right, just all over.
Yeah,
them,
they've got
up-
clientele nonstop. But that place has always got people in
Yeah,
it, you know,
yeah.
and for good reasons. They run a great place, and that they've got a lot of people with
He's always
money
got
there.
A great tap list in there.
Great,
and-
he's always curated a great tap
Yeah.
list. Yeah,
Kills that.
Yeah.
So-
and it's one of those
It's the
places
one-
where you go in and like at least half the people in there are known by name by the people working the bar.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And then it's also we used to do our bottle shares there all
Yeah.
the time, and you'd like. I mean, a lot of the time, every time with a bottle share, we'd open too many bottles, so you just start sharing with random people,
Yeah.
and everyone was really friendly, and there were always like, dogs and pets in there.
Yeah.
That it's just like
Dogs.
it was just a really
Dogs,
cool
yeah.
environment,
You
know.
bring
And
your own food in, and then they were starting to get food trucks the last few years.
yeah,
coming out. So that's going to be greatly missed. And just reading the comments on
huge.
their social media after they posted that, like people are really
upset.
Like,
Yeah.
pissed off
For sure.
People are like, we're not going to support whoever goes in there. Fuck them. Rawr.
Yeah,
And people were throwing out like comments. Well, you could go here. And he's like, well, actually, Noble Hop's like 2 blocks away. We can't really go there. That wouldn't be cool. So,
right.
Yes, I mean, I hope, but Dirk doesn't even live here anymore.
No, they live in like Tennessee or something.
Yeah,
I mean, Obed's run the
Knoxville, I
place.
think. Yeah, they went to Arizona, right? And then now I think they're in Tennessee. And
Yeah,
Wild.
So
Wow.
I don't know how invested Dirk's going to be in trying to find a new location.
I mean, I don't think that's out of the question that they might show up somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be in Arenco.
No,
It
no.
would be something else.
They'd have to get very original because
yeah.
things are starting to fill up out here finally. So, yeah.
Maybe
but
South Hillsboro.
yeah.
I mean, that's blowing up, right? Because
Yeah.
it's all the building and
Yeah,
whatnot.
There's
Maybe the
lots
tap.
I mean, I know there's a couple places, but it seems like there's lots of room in the Tannisbourne area too. But yeah,
Yeah.
if
Yeah, that could use a. Well, there's
there's that one place right over by Whole Foods,
by the.
by the hospital.
Oh, I was thinking further.
Wildwood?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, not that one is what you're thinking?
No, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know.
Right next to Insomnia.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's tap houses everywhere now, but there's not great tap houses everywhere. So,
Yeah.
wherever
What about in the Fred Meyer here?
in the Fred Meyer,
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right next to you. Why not?
like in the actual Fred Meyer itself, like the Starbucks is in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they
except
do with.
you're limited to their hours.
You know where they could go is the strip mall over by the liquor store and whatnot right down here.
Oh.
And next the what's the
in
restaurant?
like
Cooperstown.
Reedville.
And
Oh,
there's
that
a
place.
in that little spot.
Oh, I thought you were talking going out Cornelius Pass to the freeway, the liquor store there. By
Oh, yeah, there
the
too,
Safeway.
yeah.
You can
Mr.
get that.
Bento
There's
and all
nothing
that.
out there. That'd be
Yeah,
a great,
there's no
great
parking.
spot. Yeah, true.
But is there parking
Seriously, there's no
anywhere?
parking.
Writing letters.
That'd be tough.
Or like one out by Topgolf, even further out that
Oh,
way, maybe.
yeah.
But then
Yeah,
you'd have to build your own.
I
building
think
you
and
got
everything.
ABV right there.
Yeah, that's close.
Oh, that is close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ABV's there.
Yeah.
You know, my old house,
Damn.
that corner on Brookwood and Maine, there's I think there's a plaid pantry there, and there's a whole bunch of like little restaurants and stuff in there. There was an opening there for a while where I was seriously considering like that would make a badass tap house.
Oh yeah, just that tiny little strip mall.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a couple Asian restaurants in there and like a dog or cat.
Yeah, I
grooming place.
always forget that.
It's even
I
like
think that's
walking distance
that's part
to
of
the
the
max
apartments.
too.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
No, oh god, no.
Yeah.
That's a 10-minute walk to max.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry guys.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
We're gonna miss Arenco.
Yeah, that's a big name tap house on the west side that we're losing.
They were. I mean, them and ABV were like the first two
Big ones out here.
Yeah.
649 came out a little while after that.
Yeah.
Noble Hop is here now, and that's really good.
I love Noble Hop.
Noble Hop's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what time did you go to ABV today or Main Brew to get your?
What time?
Yeah, what time of day were you there? Like lunch? Or
Yeah, a little. I think like 11:30.
were they open for lunch?
Yes.
Okay. Was it busy?
I was right at the beginning, but there was
Okay.
like 3 or 4 tables when they opened.
We went there maybe 4 or 5.
No
months
one was
ago for
throwing
dinner.
any axes.
Not yet. No.
You gotta get a drink in you first.
Okay.
I can't imagine throwing an axe while I'm drinking. I've seen those things bounce back.
I've done it.
I've done it. Yeah.
Well, I've thrown it at your house.
Yeah, so you can't imagine
Your
it because you've
tactical
done
tomahawk
it.
from Toby.
Right.
Yeah, and I see those things bounce back, and like when you're drinking, oh my god.
Well, you throw them a ways.
Right, but I've seen videos of those.
Oh, they
things
can bounce back.
and
Yeah, they
coming
can.
at you. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm not very mobile, man.
But these,
You're just gonna have a little dad reflex, just a little.
you're more mobile once you've had a couple in you.
I'd have to grab you and pull you in front of me. Human shield.
I'll remember that when we're
Yeah.
throwing axes.
See, that's what I'm telling you, man. Okay, I feel like we skip over blah 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 blah. If you could only taste one flavor in beer for the rest of your life, what flavor? profile?
Yeah.
Maple.
Huh?
NyQuil.
Maple.
Oh, maple. They said NyQuil.
Creme for me.
Marshmallow creme.
Yeah,
Oh no. I'm just playing off the double stack.
Marcus. This came off. This was
We were
your
just
idea.
having. We were
watching
playing
the game last
Yeah, we were
week,
watching the
right?
game,
Yeah.
and
That very exciting game.
I
we
mean,
actually
my-
both that and the identify a beer thing came out of that.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
We just think of amazing topics when we're drinking beer,
Sitting around
watching
drinking
football.
beer.
Just amazing
I
topics.
think my answer is obvious, and it just big, just resiny hops.
Hops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So you give up basically any other beer for that flavor.
Just, if I could
Yeah.
keep a hop flavor in my mouth, in particular, like fresh hops would be fantastic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think I agree.
Really?
Yeah,
Hops too?
which is a new old thing for me, an old new thing for me.
Are your preferences kind of shifting again?
Yeah,
lately?
yeah, not so much lager anymore. A little more IPA heavy, a little
Yeah.
more hop.
In
Yeah,
my old house,
Interesting.
when I had hops in the front yard, I would literally go out there every day and grab a hop cone, pop it in my mouth, and just suck on it. I just love the flavor of hops.
Mm-hmm.
back
Love it.
home I found a house that had them, and I would do that same thing. If I was on a walking past there,
Yeah.
just snip one off and just rip it apart and snip it. Yeah,
The first time I ever
How many
did
times
that,
did they chase you off their property?
never. It was in their front yard.
That's where Sean's were.
yeah, so were mine.
Yeah.
The first time I ever did it was during my lunch break, and I wonder what these taste like, and I put one in my mouth like,
Oh yeah, I did the taste too.
and then I'm like, they're
I
gonna
did not
think-
like the taste.
I went back to work, and I thought they were going to think I was drinking. It's like, oh god, I'm going to get in trouble. So
Yeah, but they're like, Sean, he just normally acts like he's
That's-
drunk, so
he
no
doesn't
big deal.
He doesn't usually drink
He
beer.
he normally has one or two.
He
in him.
always slurs his words. It's fine.
You know, like how that guy. You know how that guy I saw had the cigar at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe he chewed a hop first, and that was.
Oh, yeah. He had
that
to get
cleansed the palate.
Yeah, to get the hop taste out of his.
He had to get that morning breath off of his. Ouch. It's a tough way to do that.
Got to get that coffee flavor out.
Yeah.
So that you guys
I think
see-
I would go. It's interesting that you. So I expected that from Sean. I didn't actually expect that from
Yeah,
you. But you know what? I've kind of drifted back towards hoppy beers too. Like I made a rice lager 3 months ago, and I barely drank it because it's kind of like I keep going back to hoppy beers. And today I bought ingredients to brew a couple IPAs coming up. Over Thanksgiving, and then I'll probably do another one a couple weeks later.
Yeah,
Because I
well,
kind of just want hops, even though it's November. And wow, that is dark.
yeah. That's no B-whiz. Yeah,
I think I'm the same way. As like if I lost hops out of beer, I might lose interest in beer. Like most, like, I mean, I
Yeah.
want lagers sometimes, but as a general rule of thumb, I never lose that desire for hops. So
I did for a minute, but it's back.
back for the
I think it was almost more just like burnt out
Too
more
much.
than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
I've
like
never been tired of hops.
getting burnt out maybe on hazies for a while.
Oh god, yeah.
I got burnt
Yeah.
out on those because it was just like everybody. And then I had
And
to
they
try
all
them
tasted so similar
Yeah,
too,
they-
because they're
it
using
got to a point
three
where,
different
like,
hops.
Yeah, everything
the same
tasted
three
the
different
same.
hops.
Yeah. If it was done well. If it was done poorly, it tasted terrible.
Yeah, it did. Well, it was different. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So what do you think? What is this?
Yeah, tell us. You have any
Tell us,
guesses?
Sean.
Yeah, well, I can't even remember what I bought. So,
Oh,
Oh, no, we already did yours.
yeah.
Yeah, make a guess.
yeah, you brought the massive. You brought the
I knew you were trying to
massive.
take
Listen,
advantage of me.
You brought Gigantic's bottle logic, so well,
This,
make a guess.
knowing what it is, this tastes worse than I thought it would.
Oh no! Wait.
This is not as
I
good
don't
as
know.
I. This isn't. As
Oh, you
good
were
as
expecting it to be good.
I was expecting this to
Okay.
be better than it is. So
This is a stout. I can smell the roast on the nose.
Yeah, is this like a Midnight Sun or something?
by that bottle,
That huge bottle. That's kind of.
Bottle.
It's like almost smoky, but not quite.
It's getting better. With
There's
the
some
sips.
bitter hops, but it's
I haven't had one of these in a long
it,
time.
it's definitely a big old stout.
It's not bad. I'm getting chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting roast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide if it's barrel aged. It's not a strong influence if it is. It's got some good residual sweetness.
I don't think it's barrel aged.
The flavor is sticking in
I
my
need-
mouth.
I
need
It's not
another-
going
Yes.
away.
No,
Yeah.
it's
It's
that's what I'm
sticky,
saying.
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like residual,
Yeah.
residual sugar is high. Is high.
Yeah.
So yeah, the flavors are sticking around quite a bit.
Yeah. It's getting
Again,
better with more sips.
It's good.
again, this tastes familiar.
Oh yeah, I feel like I've had this
But-
beer, but I don't know.
But I've said that before and I was wrong. So
I'm trying to determine if the cocoa is an adjunct or just the malt. And I'm going to rely on Jim to tell me the truth. Jim, tell me the truth.
adjunct.
Marcus is swirling and Jim is sniffing.
Yes.
Sniff and swirl.
I'm the swirler. I'm the sniffer.
God damn.
I'm a Packer.
Yeah. I'm
Tight
a
end
ram.
wide receiver.
If you are a true listener, you will get that reference. If not,
Have we talked about that song before on the show?
yeah, I'm sure we have.
Marcus has it pulled up on his phone right now.
And here's the timestamp. Episode 83.
Oh my god. I thought when
My
you,
memory is
when
that
you
good,
started,
fellas.
When you
That
started
good.
pulling up your phone, I thought you were gonna go beep 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 beep,
what I was waiting
and I
for.
was like, how
Chad's
does
in the
that
house.
work in this context at all?
Chad's in the house. Pew pew pew.
I see.
No, cocoa is
so
not
you
an
think I'm
adjunct.
insane, is what you're telling me. I thought you were going to do something totally stupid and insane. Yes, that's me. Thanks, Jim. Fuck you.
Well, as someone who had to work all day today, yeah, you can't be trusted, Marcus.
It's true. No shit. I'm going to say not barrel aged. I agree.
Not barrel aged, and no, it's not an adjunct. I don't
I
think
actually
that's an
I don't
adjunct.
either.
No.
I think it's malt.
I don't know if this is barrel aged. I assume it is.
What do you... Really?
I
It's
assume this is
not
barrel-
coming through
Knowing
to me.
what it is, I assume this is barrel aged.
Is it local?
No.
So they're putting Dark Lord in a 12-ounce bottle?
Oh, this is not. There's not enough umami in this.
Yeah. No, that's true.
No mushrooms in this beer.
It's not local? You
Nope.
shouldn't have told him that.
No, it's not local. I would imagine Jim would be quite familiar with this beer.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh. What Amish breweries are there?
Is it Trogs?
I don't know even what a Trogs is.
It's a brother.
Yeah, of course you don't.
It's a brother.
I don't know.
Is it Bell's?
Nope.
Bell's doesn't bottle.
Gosh, I don't know what breweries to guess now that he said if you would be familiar with it.
I would just imagine
It is.
Jim knows this fairly well. I'm sure he's had it. Not this year, maybe. But
I'm like, is it from
Did Jim-
Pennsylvania or
Did Jim
Ohio?
Cock brew this?
I stirred it with it.
That's called a mash paddle.
That's where all the calluses come from because it's so hot.
That's right.
It's second
That's
degree
right.
burns.
Okay, don't look at the bottle. He's pulling the bottle
That's
out.
just the neck.
He's turtling the bottleneck.
turtle.
I don't know what this is. It's not
So
barrel.
no guesses?
I don't think it's barrel aged. At least it doesn't taste barrel aged to me. It's an imperial stout. That's it. Just a basic imperial stout, like 9%, 10%.
I think I saw too much of the bottle, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You think the bottle's giving it away?
I think it did. Yeah,
What do you? Well, just give it.
I think it's worldwide stout.
You're right on.
So it's not barrel aged, but it's like
Nope.
17%.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
It's a big boy. Yeah.
Oh man, what year is this?
I just got it like this week.
I just got it in 2010.
tastes
so
really
like
fucking
really
good.
recent.
for like because like this is like
Dogfish
18%.
Head.
It's big. It's
Worldwide
17,
Stout.
I think.
Oh no
Yeah,
it's come down 15.5.
Oh.
They used to be bigger
Yeah,
than that.
so it's the session version.
You know,
Session
you-
Worldwide Stout.
You know what's funny
15.5.
is that I was deciding between a Bigfoot and a 120 minute.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, to bring tonight?
yeah,
Which is
yeah.
basically the
From the
same
same
thing at
year?
this point.
No, 2015 for the.
That'd be an interesting blind. I mean,
I figure this song I'm gonna wait a decade.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it's 10 years old.
I got this at John's Market.
This
last
show isn't going to go that
Saturday.
long. We'll never get to try it on the show.
I got this at John's Market last Saturday before you guys came over for the game. Like, I got to bury this in my fridge so they don't see this because this is going to be my mystery beer.
It's good. I like
That's
it.
not one of their off ones. It's just their straight world because they've been doing some weird.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
like oak aged vanilla. I remember a couple years ago.
What was the one from?
They're making some bullshit.
What was this? Utopias. They did a Utopias barrel aged version of this.
Oh, yeah,
did
they
they?
did. That's right. Yeah.
I looked for that sucker, but boy, that was you couldn't. Find it.
Oh, they aged that in Utopia barrels.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense because they're the same company now.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that'd be fucking delicious.
Which I actually have a bottle of whiskey. It's not downstairs. It's my mother-in-law's house right now.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
it.
bottle of
That's
whiskey,
it. It's gone.
barrel aged in stout barrels. Barrels.
Oh, yeah.
Stout had been aged. in.
Nice.
West something. West. What's the name of the
Yes.
Westward?
Westward.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's supposedly really good.
Yeah. I
I've heard it's.
tasted it.
I've heard it's really good. Oh, you have. Yeah.
Beaver Farmers Market.
Yeah.
They were out there, and I tasted it out there. Like that's really good.
I have the Pinot Noir one that they do.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
People really like it, but it didn't really hit me. all that great.
Is that like the Jameson that's aged in IPA barrels?
Right.
At sea,
At sea.
while in space.
On the way to India.
Yes,
Just-
all of that.
Just like the good old days.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
India Space East.
So are we done with the whole? If you could identify one flavor, or if you could only taste one. God damn it! It's happening.
One flavor left. What is it?
So we had one like standard beer, and everything else has been double IPA or higher as far as ABV.
This is a high octane show.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
has
is.
Today, yeah.
It's a Friday show, by the way.
And
we
I-
don't normally record on Fridays.
which
This is a
good.
Friday night.
Yes. And
So-
I before you guys got here, I was drinking a Imperial IPA. So,
Yeah, I was not. I was driving.
whew,
And I have to think about how to drive home at some point. So might be hanging out for a while.
so let's see. Let's hit our last topic. What turns you off at a tap house / brew pub when you go into one of these places? What are the things
I
that
walk
make
in-
you kind of go like, I don't know if I'm going to come back here.
When I walk in, I'm turned on. It's going to take something to turn me off.
Oh, yo.
Live music, so I can't
Bingo.
hear myself think.
Yep, we talked about that at the last
God.
show. For me, that's a big
I think
turn-off.
it's pretty
You
much.
want me to find the timestamp? I can play it back for you guys.
Honestly, like it's the same thing for me. Like pub and brewery, I want the same things out of them.
Yeah,
Restaurant too.
yeah.
I feel like similar,
Yeah,
right?
But,
Yeah.
but this is a beer show, so we're talking, tap houses, brew pubs, that kind of
A pub with
Well,
a restaurant.
Okay, so
Even
so
if it's acoustic live music, it's like just shut up.
I'm-
I don't.
Oh,
I
especially
can-
that.
I
It's,
can-
it's self-centered and absorbed, and I hate that.
one guy's going Yagadale.
if they're playing like some coffee house covers
Uh-huh.
of some like big songs, I can deal with that.
Hey, you got a fast car. Yeah,
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
I just like
Coffee house Taylor Swift.
if there's gonna be music, just pipe it in the background, nice and mellow. And the reason I actually put this up here is because I just read an article today talking about beer places that don't clean their taps regularly.
Mm-hmm.
That is a huge.
That's a
turnoff.
huge one for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause you
That's
can
hard
taste
to.
that.
Yeah, you can taste it, but you don't know until you've already
It's
paid
too late.
$7. Yeah,
It's too late. Yeah.
Eight
Spend your
bucks,
money.
$10 bucks,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
like, oh God, they just ruined this beer. And you get that a lot. Places that aren't
Keep your kegs
Run
up to date
by-
too. I don't want 6-month-old IPA
right. Yes.
just because.
There's a lot of people that, probably get into it not understanding how to deliver a good beer, a good product to people, good liquid,
Yeah, and
and
the
it
different
gets
beer.
ruined in different ways. Like they hold on to,
Right.
like you said, IPAs too long, or they don't clean the tap lines.
Or they,
religiously.
or they overcarb a big old stout or something like that.
Yeah. Or they're serving it at too high of a PSI, maybe. All kinds of things that could cause it to be off.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that's why,
Or
like,
they
a place like
nitro and
Orenco,
or they-
where, you know, like, Obed knows all this stuff,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they
Mhm.
religiously
Yes,
deal
yes.
with all of those finite details to make sure that you're getting the best.
Oh,
I know this is
Obed-
a snobby thing to say, but to get the best beer possible. We're not talking about
But
Miller
it's-
Lite
it's
here. We're
good
talking
because
about
Obed was a beer nerd, so he understood all things beer.
to the nth degree. I
Yeah,
mean, that
yeah.
dude.
Same with Lynn, who was at ABV and now is at Noble Hop. I mean,
Yeah.
everything was spot on.
Knowledge and palate are
Yeah.
just top notch.
Knowing
Yeah.
what to
Yeah.
replace one keg with the next
Yeah,
keg. And
mixing lines, like, if you're gonna mix a line, you don't mix like, oh, I just had an amber on here and I'm gonna throw on, or a sour beer here and I'm gonna
Right,
throw
never
on
realize.
an IPA. It's like,
Right.
oh my god, what
Right.
just happened to my mouth?
Right.
You know,
knowing how to manage your
I'm never.
lines.
And honestly, it could have the effect for, like, breweries really appreciate that, because if you had someone actually do that and, like, oh, I'm never gonna have a beer again from, you know, Lazy Days Lazy Days IPA sucks ass because it's really sour because the tap line wasn't clean between that and, you know, a DeGard beer, whatever, right? It's like
What about
that could ruin that for them.
what about
So,
TVs? Do you guys have like a?
I don't drink TVs.
No, I know.
This is a craft beer show,
They're
all right, Sean?
kinda
Put it on
delicious if you
top.
barrel age them. But do you have a limit?
I only like English style TVs.
There's got to be an accent on that thing. Watching it. No, but I mean, like, so, and I'm using an example of, like, my dad's old place. You know, when he had it, there's some TVs in there. When he sold it, the guy put a TV on every square inch,
No.
you know, of the wall space, so you could see, like, every single game across the world at the same time. Like, dude, this is, like, killed the vibe for me. Like, I have, like, a TV limit. I want to see
Corners.
one or two games available, you know, like, wherever you're sitting, so you can see the game, and that's it.
Let me put it this way.
Orenco Tap House did a good job. They had
Yeah.
like one TV,
There are two. There
Was
were
there two total?
Two total.
but you could see them from just about anywhere.
And they were way up high.
Yep. And position-
And yeah, you could just ignore them easily. They
Yeah.
weren't in your line of
They
sight
didn't
to,
have
like,
the
make
TV
you draw
sound.
your
Oh my
eye
God,
up.
that's so annoying. Yeah, when it's in your line of sight and you can't not
Yeah.
watch it.
Then it's,
and I don't
Even
like
though it's
it-
a rerun of fucking Frasier and you can't hear it.
and I don't want the audio on for a game.
Oh,
and
fuck
it's in
no.
Spanish. But, you know, whatever.
Oh! Yeah, no, to keep the audio of the game off. I don't want to.
I think it depends on, you know,
Even
like,
if I'm at a duck game, I don't want to hear it in a bar.
yeah.
I hate that. You know,
Yeah, I don't want to hear the any of the
I
announcers
just
or
wanna
anything
hear
like
some
that.
Music in the background.
Yeah.
I think it depends. It
Up
depends
high
on
in the corners.
Yeah.
I think it depends. Like
That's what I say.
a tap room with no TVs or a tap room with a billion TVs. Like, I go to one with one of you and one to the other. You know, with another, a different person.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who. Just kidding.
What about the
No,
acoustics
I'm-
of a place?
Well, I was gonna bring up the axe throwing in ABV. That 100% like changes the vibe in that place for me.
Because you're gonna have people screaming in the
Yes.
back as the axe.
You're gonna
hits
have
their
people
head.
It's gonna be
yelling. You're
loud.
gonna have axes being thrown, and all of a sudden, like, ABV could be a chill place to have a beer, and now all of a sudden you're hearing axe
Loud,
throwing
yeah.
and people drinking and screaming, like you
Yeah.
said. It's like, oh
Skulls
God,
cracking.
I really don't want to go there now. Like,
Yeah.
if that's gonna happen,
I just, and again,
Sternums being
I don't want to
sliced
get hit
open
by
by
an axe
axes.
by Sean. I mean, I don't want to be thrown in front of an axe.
but ABV is a perfect
Someone going
example.
postal.
Yeah.
Perfect example. I mean, I love ABV. Been going there since day one with all you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But the acoustics in that place, it's loud. It's got a high
Yeah, it is.
ceiling, a lot of reverb in that room.
Yep.
Everything's a hard surface. There's no
Nothing to absorb the
no
sound.
dampeners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I asked Kevin about that when he was putting it together. I'm like, are you gonna like put some curtains across the ceiling to kind of, but nope, we're just gonna leave it open. So I'm like, oh, okay. And it's loud and it's echoey in there. And there's a lot of these new warehouse beer places that are like that. Big giant rooms.
I mean, Orenco is big and
Yep.
it has brick walls
Yep.
and glass walls, but they kept the music soft enough.
Yeah. Is there even music in Orenco?
If there was,
I don't know if they ever had music.
Couldn't hear it over the sound of the TVs. No, I'm just kidding.
over the light din of the conversation,
Yeah.
which is what you want. That's cozy.
Well,
That's
that's
one
the
of the-
point of going to a tap house, right? It's to sit. I mean, most people want to sit there and just have a conversation, be able to talk in a normal voice,
Beer nerds want to talk about
not
their
scream
beer
at each
and-
other.
yeah.
Yeah, like my
No-
beer's better than yours,
Noble Hop
mostly.
is kind of the perfect space.
Yeah.
It's not too big. It's not too high.
Yeah.
There's like maybe two small TVs in there.
Yep.
The great tap list. Yeah, it's kind of the perfect tap house.
Yeah, it's a great little spot.
And again, I love ABV, I love Aranco, but there's things about them that I'd try to change that if I could. But yeah, definitely no live music. God.
And no axe throwing. Because I seriously.
Darts?
I mean, it's better than axe throwing.
Any type of table game in general, no.
Yeah.
Really?
What's the British place out in Southeast Portland that's
no
famous?
D&D?
I mean, if there's people playing it, I'm not going to stop them. I might watch.
Oh man, I want to watch you
Belmont?
stop them.
No, not Belmont. It's right near Belmont. They've been there forever. Super popular. I can't believe I'm having a brain fart on this place. Great fish and chips. It's British themed.
Belmont.
No, Belmont's Belmont. Matt Damon.
Oh, Brass
Horse.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's what I was thinking of, but
Yeah.
that used to be Belmont.
Yeah.
Or the Belmont
Right.
used to be in it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is what I was thinking of.
Brass Horse is
Brass
cool,
Horse.
but like they have darts, and so you get people
That's
playing
fine.
the darts, and it gets very loud in there. Back in the day, God, that place before the smoking ban, you could smell the smoke in the parking lot of that place. It was
I believe
so bad.
it.
But yeah, thank God for that, because that would have been the top of my list. Smoky bars.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about if you walk into a bar and you see one of those bar top games that's like you can do the find the difference between the two pictures, or you can play like Snood or whatever. This is like 90s
How
shit.
about just like
Early
lottery
2000s.
games or like
Video lottery or
video
Keno.
stuff? Yeah. How about that stuff?
If there are fingers across on the front of the building, it's a no for
You're
me,
out.
dog.
You're out. Okay.
Although granted, those are normally at like more like restaurant type things that have that. And it's like, oh yeah, I know what
What
you
if
are.
you walk in and there's a guy named Vito standing at the bar?
What if there's a sign up front that says bottoms are optional? How about that?
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Liquor in your ear.
This is going to be the last Friday show.
This is it. This was a mistake, fellas. This was definitely a mistake. We're going back to
I
Thursdays.
definitely want everybody to have their clothes
We're not.
on.
We're not bringing 5 barley wines or whatever it was we brought.
You guys, I think I've made
Did
this
you-
joke before, but it's not really even a joke. Portland is the king of strip clubs, and we're the king of craft beer. I can't believe nobody opened up a craft beer strip club called Tap That Ass.
Tap that ass.
I can't believe that didn't happen.
Well, not in this day and age anymore.
Well, now
Yeah.
you couldn't get it.
Yeah.
10 years ago? Come on.
Yeah,
That would have
probably.
been a moneymaker.
They came out of the vegan
Are
strip
there-
club before that.
Are there
Craft beer.
any
Oh, yeah.
strip clubs that are craft beer oriented though?
I don't know.
Not that I know
I don't
of.
go to strip clubs. I don't know.
Yeah, right. That clientele doesn't really
Neither
overlap.
do I,
does it?
guys. Quit looking at me.
I do know that the old original Mary's Club before they moved had the best taqueria. Like, it was
Wait,
connected.
How?
Where are they now?
Why did you know this?
Are they not down?
They moved over to Burnside, like
Oh.
over by Roseland
I
Theater.
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because I went to Mary's a few times, and back in the day, like probably 10 to 15 years ago with one of my coworkers,
Yeah.
because he like knew the owners well, and we'd always get set up with
Great steaks.
A nice. No, you're thinking of the A crop.
Yeah. Oh, right. That's
Mary's was just a little dinky. It was right next to Bailey's.
yeah. That's why I remember.
Bailey's Tap Room,
Yeah, that's why I remember it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
because
then-
we go to Bailey's.
Yeah, and they had a little taqueria where you could walk through a little
And
side
tugboat.
door. Tugboat, right? Tugboat brew.
Oh, tugboat.
You could get these fantastic tacos taken back to your table
Tugboat.
and watch a woman
Too soon.
sailing around on a pole.
Sailing around. Hence tugboat. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
use that tugboat to get her out to sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, they use tugboats for sailboats,
For
all the
right?
time.
Yeah.
Well, we've covered all our topics.
God.
Do we want to have a free for all?
A free
I think
for
we just did.
yeah.
So, Marcus, you said you went to Main Brew to get some supplies. What do you plan on brewing?
You guys, I'm gonna brew
IPAs.
next weekend. What is your plan? What are your plans for next
well,
weekend?
We got the Civil. Well, we can't call it the Civil War anymore. We got the Duck
Sea War?
That's Friday though.
It's the Civil War. No, I'm not gonna brew on the Civil War.
Yeah, that's the day. That's Friday. That's the day after Thanksgiving.
I'll
so-
probably brew on Saturday or Sunday, whatever's the nicer day to brew on. Make an IPA. So you guys
Okay.
want to come on over?
I'll check things out with my
Yeah.
gatekeeper and see what's
Same
going on.
here. But I don't think we have anything.
Can
for
we
the,
bring our gatekeepers up?
Well, and I was also thinking Civil War. We should. I mean, I'll maybe I should host something for once.
Oh, for the game?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be cool.
So if your guys are around, you're
I'm game
welcome.
for the game.
I don't know. Does Penn State play anybody on Friday?
no,
this is
but
great
there's
podcast talk.
but there's an NFL
Sorry,
game,
Jason.
so there's real football that
This
day.
is our first sorry
Oh,
Jason
thank
moment of the
God.
whole show.
Well, we can do split screen, so we can watch some bullshit on the side and then some real
You
football.
still have a TV in the garage?
No, but I can put it back in there.
Okay. Where is it- why
Everything's
do you- why do you
internet-based
leave
now,
that
so
TV
it's easy
Yeah.
to plop it wherever.
Mhm.
Why don't you just leave that TV out there?
It was getting used downstairs.
Oh.
Oh,
Downstairs,
the old
on the
workout
gym.
TV.
Jim, it's the Peloton TV.
The Gaiam
No,
TV.
Hey,
Peloton.
I've got my treadmill
Peloton?
TV. Peloton.
Yeah,
Peloton.
Peloton.
Guys,
Peloton.
this is our first Sorry Jason moment of the whole show.
Really? We've
We
been
went a
that
whole
on?
show.
Well, maybe Fridays are good then. I
Yeah,
don't know,
right.
Jason. You weigh in. Tell us. Are Friday recording sessions good or bad?
Oh my god.
You dictate whether or not we do this now, or
So
and only now. Or?
I asked my wife, and she is still at
She's not on
Brew
it.
Lights 4 hours later.
And she's with a friend.
She really likes Fa La La La.
She said she was with one friend, yes.
Okay. She's probably made like 5 cents.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Your wife makes friends, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
What if she's not there? Dun dun dun. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, yeah. So long as she comes home, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as she's not at Applebee's.
Yeah, she better not be getting dollar marks without me.
God. She's at the
Baby back,
Margarita
baby back,
Factory.
baby back ribs. Are you kidding me?
Has anybody been to the Margarita Factory?
I don't know what that is.
Right after it opened, yeah.
You went.
Yeah,
It's
well,
over by-
I was
it's
drugged.
Just off Tannisbourne.
Oh, okay.
You what?
I was drugged there by my wife.
You were drugged
Yeah.
there?
Oh, I would have
I
to
wish.
drag
What kind
of
my
drugs?
wife
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah. How was it?
It was fine.
Yeah.
It's what you expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Kinda
a
like
chain.
TGI Fridays kind of vibe.
Yeah, more like a little more like Mexican TGI Fridays.
What do you say? How do you say Friday in Spanish? TGI.
Mercredi.
That's Monday in French. Ding dong. I know
Or is
that
it
word.
Wednesday? I don't remember. I knew it was French. I didn't remember what day it was though.
Or maybe that is Wednesday. It's Monday or Wednesday. I don't know.
I only know it in
Catcher
German.
Van Sank.
Un, deux, trois, nous allons voir.
Freitag.
I know Freitag.
Yeah. Oh well.
Flugtag?
So that's the plan. That's the beer plan for
Flugtag.
the next week or whatever.
Did you go to
I'm actually gonna
Flugtag?
brew.
No, I've watched a couple on whatever Spike or whatever
I
the
went to
fuck it is.
Flugtag when it was in Portland. That was an event.
Yeah, was it actually fun or was it? Because I could
That
see
was a
it.
blast.
Was it okay?
I was friends with the Rose City roller derby girls. That they built a.
Oh,
a
okay,
thing to
cool.
launch.
Yeah,
So
a glider.
My buddy
yeah.
Rick and I actually went and helped them build that. So we were there, like in spirit, because like, that was our team. And then my buddy Joe was one of the rescue divers. And he said there was him and 2 other guys were rescue divers. They were all Multnomah County sheriffs, and two of them got skin infections from the river water.
Yeah.
So they had to dive and rescue someone, or are they just in the
They're
water?
just in the water
Just
in case somebody
in case someone goes.
gets
Okay.
hurt or trapped or whatever. So they're
I'm
there.
thinking the next year, like nobody goes in the water
So
unless they
literally-
need to.
I think they spent like 5 hours just sitting in
Yeah,
the,
yeah, I'm sure.
Right,
river,
yeah.
getting, their skin got exposed to all the
hmm
poop,
Yeah. Yes.
because that's Poop River, really. Oh man.
They should have been on jet skis.
Yeah. No, they sat there
Like,
in wetsuits.
well, like when we did Beth and I did the Great Columbia crossing in Astoria.
Mhm.
They had 4 guys on jet skis just in case,
Okay.
you walked off the bridge. I guess. Like,
Well, you never know.
You think Flutog has jet ski money? Are you
jet
kidding
ski
me?
money?
Hey, dude, that was
Well,
that
It was
Red
big.
Bull. They had
Oh,
tons
it was
of money.
It was
Yeah.
enormous. Yeah.
Yeah, tons of money.
I say they have frigate money or whatever they build.
money.
I guess it's more of a barge.
It ain't tugboat money, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Only
You got that
sailors have that kind of money.
Oh my god. Well, I get. You want to talk about anything else?
All
You
right, we
wanna wrap this
riffed. We did it. We riffed.
up? We did it. We riffed.
Do we need to
You're
go
a
longer?
crook,
Do we need to
Captain
bullshit
Hook.
longer?
Nah, we don't have to. This show doesn't. Remember when our shows were like 3 hours?
Were they that long
Oh,
at one
God,
point?
we were like a Bruce Springsteen concert
You
for a
can
while.
blame Chad for that.
Oh, I don't have that kind of stamina anymore.
Well, maybe we can wrap it up.
Oh,
This-
neither does Bruce.
Aw, that's
Oh,
true.
he old
Yeah,
now.
well they canceled half their shows because
Oh.
COVID. Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
like the rest of the year, the band.
Did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, like I don't know
Just
if
last
it's
year?
I don't know if it's COVID or long COVID,
Oh,
but
'cause
yeah,
they were coming to Portland. I remember.
yeah.
Really?
They canceled all their dates. Yeah,
Oh wow.
Huh.
or at least through the end of the
Did you
year.
ever see Bruce?
No, not my thing.
I figure you're like a Midwest East Coast guy.
Did you ever get COVID?
As far as I know, no.
Wow.
I've never
Positive.
tested
That's
positive.
amazing. Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. Always felt okay. Yeah. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. I never tested positive.
You're the
but-
cure, man.
It was
Beef is the cure.
was-
That's the word right there.
It was in the house once, and I still didn't get
Yeah,
it.
I know. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Recently, it was in the
Yeah.
house, and you didn't get it. Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Awesome.
Lucky.
Episode 100.
Wear a
Again,
mask.
guys.
Oh yeah. What are we doing special for this?
Chad.
Come on in now.
Thanks for sticking around,
Sticking
listener.
around, you suckers.
guys.
Chad was never showing up.
Oklahoma football, baseball.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Novo. Hey, football.
I brewed with them.
You watch that baseball game? Soccer.
Homebrew awards. We're.
How about them
I
D-backs?
brewed with Block 15.
Who haven't I brewed with? Who this? New phone. Pew, pew, pew. Pew.
God, I really hope he listens.
Let's listen to
We
Bluegrass.
don't even listen. Come on. Let's be real. He's not going to listen to this. All right. Who's going to take us out with famous last words?
Go ahead, Chad.
That's another episode of the Portland Beer Club podcast. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Untapped, and check out our website at www.portlandbeerclubpodcast.com.